Hi there and welcome to the Silverbird Selection collection update. On the subject of collections, before I tell you about my latest acquisitions, I just want to mention that I found another collector recently who's collecting the same games as I am, the Silverbird Selection, so a little bit of a rival, but he's a lot further ahead than I am. It's a guy by the name of Sean and his channel is Retro Games Revived. And recently he did a video where he's gone through the entire catalogue of Silverbird games and identified which ones definitely were or weren't released on the Commodore 64. So if you're looking to build up a collection of Commodore 64 Silverbird games yourself, this includes all the games, not just the ones I'm collecting, but also the ones in the weird clamshell packaging and also the nasty white and red label stuff that came out really early on from this range. So he's covered them all and tells you whether they're on the Commodore 64 or not, so you could actually use it even if you're not a Commodore 64 collector. If you're looking for Spectrum games, you can get some indication of whether they're released on the Spectrum or the Amstrad or whatever, so definitely worth checking his video out. I will put a link to it in the description of this video. You could also subscribe to his channel. He's got other stuff on there as well, like game reviews, playthroughs, pickup videos and all that kind of stuff as well, so plenty for you to watch on Retro Games Revived. So let's now take a look at the games I've picked up recently. I've got another 6 games added to the collection. The first 2 are from a site called the Retro Cavern. I'll put a link to that in the video description. These were £3.30 each and they are Go Go the Ghost in the Silver Range packaging, which is more rare and harder to find than the original white and red packaging, and also American Road Race in the Silverbird packaging. So those 2 fairly hard to find games, so pretty happy to pick those up. I then got 3 more games from my regular supplier on eBay, High Evolutionary, but this time around I sent him a cheeky message on eBay and we actually negotiated a deal outside of eBay, so I got the games a little bit cheaper than he was advertising them for and he didn't have to pay any nasty eBay or PayPal fees, so it worked out for both of us. So the 3 games I've got here are Gunstar, which cost me £2.49, Hyper Blob, which cost £1.99, and Harvey Headbanger, which was £1.49. So all decent prices for all those 3 games. They're much cheaper than I've seen them go for on eBay recently, so I'm happy with those. And finally, the last game I've picked up is definitely a hard to find game at a low price. At least it does come up on eBay fairly regularly, but always seems to go for quite a bit of money. The game is Train Robbers and I got that for £3.20, which I'm pretty happy with as well. So another 6 games added to the collection. That means we're now past the halfway point in terms of games I need to collect. I've now got 54 games with an average price of £1.77 per game, so it's all going very nicely. Still got about 40 or so games to pick up, and I shall obviously update you when I get them. Thanks for watching and see you for another game review video in the near future.